Good morning, and it is day 2 of the Overland East Expo. It is already 10 in the morning. I've attended one class, planning your build, priorities, and something else. Just basically covering like safety, like, think of how are you going to protect all of your important things on your Jeep? How are you going to make sure it's safe while you're driving? Make sure you lock everything in. Do research. That was the main takeaway. Research. Also, another thing, if you're building vans, try to use as many like stock parts as possible, because if you need replacements and you're traveling, stock is going to be the easiest thing to find and replace while out on the road. So I am now waiting for breakfast. I got an asada burrito, breakfast burrito, so waiting for that. And I'm going to the next class is daily vehicle checks. Yeah, so far so good. It was actually, sleeping last night in the van. It was pretty comfortable. It was actually really comfortable. It did get a little cold, and when you're cold and tired, you're too lazy to like get out. So I wasn't too uncomfortable. I would have had to fix myself, but tonight I definitely think I'll fall asleep with like my hat on and sweater on. But yeah, so far so good. Welcome.
Where I'm at, which is what I was trying to show. In this case, that's on the Rubicon Trail. It's coming back from, it's not from the Rubicon Springs, where's that? It's really close to Spider Lake.
Day 2 of classes are done. I did so many cool classes today. I did like intro to travel photography, where they just talked about the basics and how just to try to grab the best pictures. I did best border practices, which that was like a 2-hour course. I only stayed for the first half, and that first half was so informative. I'm actually really sad that I'm not here with someone else, or couldn't put myself in 2 to get the rest of that one. I did, what class did I just do? I did a roundtable discussion on paranoid or practical. I'm a very paranoid person, and that was pretty cool. Just kind of talking about, I feel like just the basics. It's just kind of like reaffirming, like you don't have to be scared of everything. Met this couple, I want to do Central and South America. They did it about 10 years ago. They gave me the information. They know people who are doing it like currently or more recently, that they could give me better information. So they exchanged their info. Everyone's just really nice, really helpful. I feel like I did another class too that it's not coming to my mind right now. But yeah, the intro to photography was cool. He's an actual like photographer. He was like, if I could figure out how to get paid for landscaping photography, I would. But so he's a professional sports photographer, but still, on his own travels, takes pictures, and gave us a lot of cool tips and tricks for that. The best border practices, again, to go a little bit more in depth with that one, was just like, the number one thing is like prepare. Make sure that you have copies of everything. Make sure you have extra little like passport pictures. Something that I was actually wondering about, and which was cool that he covered, was the Carnet de Passage. I didn't know about that. I was thinking a lot about like, okay, like what about import fees? Like, how can you bring your van into a country and you don't get charged? Like, and you're like, because a lot of times they're like, oh, well, you're importing this, and you're like, no, I'm just driving here and I'm going to be leaving. So there's this document you can get called Carnet de Passage. Not every country takes it, not every country needs it, but like learning about that was really cool, which actually raises questions for me. Like, if I was to go back to Aruba wasn't one of the countries listed on it that like accepts it, but like I would have to get my van shipped there. So how would I do that and not pay import taxes, because I'm not importing it permanently, it'd just be temporarily. So still some research I'd have to do. But yeah, I'm done with class. This is like the food court area. We got like live music behind me. Yeah, and I'm about to eat.